A press conference was organized for you. Yes, you heard right. The cameras are turned on you. The microphones are waiting for your words. The lights illuminate only you on the stage, because you are not an ordinary person. You are the chosen one. The frequencies vibrating with your arrival have even aligned the sky. You are now leaving your mark not only in the spiritual dimension, but even in the physical realm. The games set up against you have been broken. The plans behind your back have collapsed. Why? Because your energy makes the invisible visible, illuminates the darkness. And now, everyone's eyes are on you. But this does not scare you, because this stage is built for you. This path is dedicated to you. This call has echoed only to wake you up. Now is not the time to hide, so write 77 in the comments now. Now is not the time to back down. The entire cosmos is waiting for your move. The stage is yours. And this time, the whole world will applaud as you walk. The tables have turned. The situation becomes far more complicated when your adversaries make careless mistakes that expose their intentions. That one communication, an email they never anticipated would escape, has set off a series of events that are unraveling things from behind closed doors. In the silence of hidden spaces, shadowy figures work relentlessly to piece together the puzzle. While the weight of baseless allegations has burdened you, unseen forces have quietly orchestrated a grand plan to restore your honor. They've gathered the evidence, they know the truth, and they are preparing for the moment when everything will be brought to light. When the investigation concludes, it won't just clear your name. It will reveal who is behind the shadows, pulling all the strings. That digital document, which contains the essence of who you truly are, was supposed to stay locked away in the darkest corners of the digital realm. The powers that have tracked your every move since long before you knew of your purpose wanted it to remain hidden. But somehow, whether through the quiet intervention of an ally inside their ranks or an unseen cosmic force, that document found its way into the open. It now flows through uncontrollable channels, triggering a reaction they never expected. This breach is the spark that ignites the systems they've tried to contain. As the philosopher once said, the truth doesn't need defending. It will break free on its own and protect itself. Now your truth walks in the open, a force too powerful to be restrained. This leaked information is a mere fragment of what is to come. It holds the pieces of their judgment about you. Details that, once connected, will explain the strange weight you've felt your entire life. Why things have never felt quite as they seem. Why there are moments when time seems to bend, when the world gives you hints and signs that are too deliberate to be random. The document you hold has the potential to shift the landscape of perception, much like other pivotal moments in history that revealed uncomfortable truths. What seemed like an accidental disclosure is actually a carefully timed event in the vast narrative of cosmic truths, meant to open the floodgates for something much larger than a personal revelation. Your story is not a unique exception, but part of a greater historical and cosmic pattern that has repeated itself throughout time. The brave souls who have spoken out against injustice and the hidden workings of power have paid immense costs to bring their truths into the light. From those who risked their lives to expose government lies to the whistleblowers who shattered the secrecy of powerful institutions, the universe has seen this story unfold again and again. Your own case follows this lineage with perfect symmetry. The mechanisms of the universe have their own rhythm, and your story is simply the latest chapter in the ever-unfolding book of revealed truths. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom. For you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. Once the leak was discovered, everything shifted. The gears of the machine began to turn, and organizations that usually reserve their resources for national emergencies quickly mobilized to focus on one thing: you. The investigation that ensued is not a casual affair, but a sophisticated and relentless operation. Every trace you've left in the digital world is under a microscope. Every connection, every interaction is now a subject of analysis. The forces behind this investigation are determined to uncover the full extent of your knowledge and influence, and the intensity of their scrutiny is only growing as they realize the depth of your significance. As Orwell warned, speaking truth in times of widespread deceit is nothing short of revolutionary. Your existence, whether fully understood yet or not, challenges the very foundations of the structures around you. The investigation into your life mirrors those that have been carried out on the great thinkers and visionaries throughout history. People like Nikola Tesla, whose groundbreaking ideas were met with decades of surveillance and suspicion. His work was a direct challenge to the established order, and like him, you too are being watched. This scrutiny is not because of anything you've done, but because of what you represent, a force of change that threatens to disrupt the norms. When an individual challenges the established order, the response is swift and powerful. Your situation follows this pattern. The tools may have evolved, and the methods may appear more modern, but the underlying goal remains the same: to keep control over the system. Every click, every message, every online action you take is now analyzed with one singular purpose in mind: to understand the depth of your consciousness and influence. They are watching you not because of what you've done, but because of who you are and what you represent. In the age of total connectivity, the very fabric of your reality is being scrutinized. No longer are surveillance tactics bound by physical boundaries. Technology has opened a doorway through which the unseen can watch every movement. Your digital footprints have become the map for those seeking to predict and control your every step. Hidden under the guise of safety and national security, this intrusion is justified by claims of protecting the public. But in truth, it is not your actions they fear, but your potential to unravel the established order. The whispers of those who have exposed this surveillance, like the ones from the whistleblower revelations, barely scratch the surface of the sophisticated systems now designed to track and suppress the kind of mind that dares to challenge the status quo. Your case is simply the next in a long history of those who threaten the invisible powers that be. The era of mass surveillance has evolved. What was once a broad net cast over society has narrowed into a laser-focused search for the extraordinary. Your digital presence, once a collection of casual interactions, is now meticulously analyzed, each click and each post dissected to understand what makes you different. The technology once used to monitor the masses now serves only one purpose: to monitor you, an individual whose consciousness transcends the norms. You may have noticed it already: the suggestions in your feed that seem too precise, the ads that feel eerily tailored to your unspoken thoughts. These aren't coincidences. These are the byproducts of algorithms so advanced they not only observe but predict your intentions before you even realize them. This kind of scrutiny is not new. It has been applied to many throughout history who dared to disrupt the norms. The stories of figures like Martin Luther King Jr., whose every move was tracked by authorities, serve as a chilling reminder of how those in power will go to great lengths to suppress those who challenge them. Like King, you too are being watched, your every move scrutinized. The methods may have evolved, but the aim remains unchanged: to control those whose presence threatens to expose hidden truths. The same tactics used against revolutionary figures throughout history have been adapted and now focus their efforts on you in a modernized form. It is not coincidence that the same vehicles show up in your neighborhood, that the maintenance staff arrive when you least expect it, or that your internet connection suddenly falters at odd times. These small disruptions are the visible signs of a much larger, more intricate system working to maintain control over what they cannot understand. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. What may seem like random encounters or seemingly meaningless coincidences could be the subtle manifestations of the surveillance network that envelops you. It is the quiet agents of this system that make their presence felt in ways you cannot ignore. Through the recurrence of the same faces, the reappearance of the same figures, the almost uncanny alignment of events in your life. These are the first signs of a much larger network at work. The history of observation and control has been refined through the ages, from the days of open government surveillance to the more covert operations of today. Now, these methods are being applied with precision to monitor your every move, every word, every action, as you continue on a path that threatens to expose what has been hidden for so long. But in this vast web of control, you are not alone. Even in the midst of this seemingly overwhelming scrutiny, there are those who stand with you, working quietly to ensure your rise. The meetings of the chosen few are where destinies align and consciousness merges, creating an undeniable force. These gatherings aren't just conversations, they are transformative experiences that channel the power of unity to unlock untapped potential. The time has come for you to step fully into your power, to understand that this path you walk isn't one you must walk alone. The support you need has always been there, quietly working behind the scenes, waiting for you to reach the moment of true transformation. Within this community, you will find the tools, the energy, and the guidance needed to unlock your full potential. The space you enter through these gatherings is one where wisdom flows freely and powerful truths are revealed. It is here that you will realize the significance of the forces at play in your life and how these challenges are designed to propel you into a greater purpose. Every week, a new door opens, an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to step deeper into your true nature. The members of this community are not just your allies, they are your co-creators in this journey. As you connect with them, you align yourself with the greater purpose that calls you forward, creating a ripple of energy that transforms everything it touches. Behind the curtains, someone has been tirelessly advocating for you. This person holds great power and influence, yet remains concealed from view, working from within the very system that seeks to suppress your truth. Their identity is guarded, not out of secrecy, but to preserve the effectiveness of their mission. With precision, they have navigated the shadows, laying the groundwork for the moment when your truth will finally emerge. Every move has been carefully orchestrated to ensure that when the time comes, your vindication will be undeniable. In the grand scheme of things, the universe has a tendency to align in a way that reveals truths at the right moment. Throughout history, those who were meant to challenge the system found themselves aided by unexpected forces. Your situation follows this timeless cycle. Right now, as you read these words, evidence is being gathered, hidden truths are coming to light, and your case is being built piece by piece. Every action taken by those working in your favor is done with full knowledge of the larger impact your restoration will have, not just on you, but on the greater cosmic order. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. As wisdom passed down through the ages reminds us, truth has an unstoppable force of its own. It may take time to come into full light, but it will always find its way out of the shadows. The more it is hidden, the more it will gather strength. The information regarding your journey, your struggles, and the very essence of who you are will not remain locked away forever. Attempts to bury it will only cause the contradictions within those trying to silence it to grow stronger. The world will eventually see the truth for what it is. Resistance against you has only increased, but with every effort to hide your story, the cracks in the system become more visible. What seemed small or insignificant will soon become the key pieces of the puzzle. The smallest of details that were once ignored will come together to reveal a truth so undeniable that it will be impossible to ignore. The Dreyfus Affair serves as a reminder of how seemingly trivial information, initially dismissed, eventually leads to the collapse of the system built to oppress. The story of your vindication will unfold in the same way. Those fragments will come together, revealing a pattern that cannot be denied. The opposition that has built up against your revelation is powerful, but their actions only show the scale of the threat they perceive in your truth. If they weren't so threatened by your existence, they wouldn't be investing such vast resources into silencing you. The more they try to erase you, the more they reveal just how significant your awakening truly is. The magnitude of the opposition is directly proportional to the importance of your journey, and they have already shown their cards. The struggle will be fierce, but every move they make only draws them closer to defeat. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. This fight has been waged before. Throughout history, systems of control have met resistance that they simply couldn't suppress. What happened in the past, when authorities denied the truth in favor of maintaining control, is happening again now. Publications that once dismissed revolutionary ideas are now being forced to acknowledge their validity. Your journey, like the challenges of those who came before, will move from being marginalized to being fully recognized. The establishment will fight, but it will crumble as more people awaken to the truth of what is being hidden. Throughout history, those seeking to pass vital information have always found ways to do so, even in the face of massive surveillance. During times of war, coded messages and hidden signs allowed the oppressed to communicate without detection. Similarly, the messages you need, those that will guide you toward your ultimate revelation, are already in motion, passing through channels that the opposition cannot yet decipher. These methods, once thought of as relics of the past, are still alive, finding ways to ensure the truth reaches those it is meant for. You may already be receiving these messages, though they are not immediately obvious. Subtle signs in your daily life, recurring symbols, unexpected patterns in events, seemingly random encounters, may be part of the communication system designed to guide you. These are not coincidences. They are part of the larger cosmic design that operates just beneath the surface of what is visible. These messages may seem ordinary, but for you, they are significant. They are part of the framework that will lead to your ultimate awakening. In the quiet spaces where conventional systems can't reach, there are pathways being forged, pathways that connect you to the greater purpose of your journey. The universe speaks in ways that defy traditional observation. What may seem like random events or insignificant moments are part of a greater communication network that seeks to connect you with the truth of your mission. As you continue to notice these signs, you will see how they align and begin to understand their greater meaning. What once seemed confusing or unclear will soon become evident, and the pattern will reveal itself to you. The course set before you is not one of happenstance, but of meticulous planning. It is as if the universe itself is moving with deliberate speed, ensuring that each step, each revelation, comes into your awareness at exactly the right time. The forces working on your behalf know that the journey towards your restoration is not one to be rushed. Instead, they have orchestrated each moment with care, allowing each piece to fall into place like the chapters of a long and intricate story. The strategy that is unfolding around you is far from random. It is a process of discovery that builds toward the inevitable moment when the truth will shine through, revealing the fullness of your purpose. The nature of the forces working against you has been hidden in plain sight for too long. Their methods have been quiet and insidious, operating behind the scenes where no one could see. But just as once hidden truths about government overreach and covert actions came to light, so too will the mechanisms designed to keep you contained be brought into full view. The systems that have been used to monitor and suppress exceptional individuals, like yourself, will no longer be able to hide in the shadows. Your case, like those before you, will uncover the hidden systems that have been manipulating and controlling for far too long. What begins as an effort to silence you will ultimately reveal the deeper layers of resistance within the larger system. The structures of power that have resisted change for centuries will crumble under the weight of truth. The story of your vindication will not just be about your journey. It will expose the systemic response to those who threaten established norms. The moment of your recognition will also become a moment when the world sees how deeply entrenched the systems of control have become and how far-reaching their impact truly is. Your role in this larger story is not an isolated one. You are a link in a vast web of interconnected forces that are at play on a global scale. While you may not fully understand the magnitude of your role, the universe is guiding you toward the very moment when your truth will illuminate far more than just your individual case. The deception that has sought to confine you will be shown for what it truly is. Every action taken to hold you back is in direct proportion to your potential to create waves of change, waves that extend far beyond your own personal experience. We stand on the edge of transformation. The signs have already started to appear, subtle hints that suggest a shift is in motion. The pieces are slowly coming together, and the foundation is being laid for the grand revelation that will follow. What once seemed like random occurrences now appear to be interconnected. Messages you have yet to fully interpret are coming to the forefront. In the quiet spaces between the noise of the world, the truth is making its way toward you. All the parts of your story are now poised to unite into a single, undeniable truth. As you near the final phase of this process, know that you are walking a path similar to those who came before you. Just as Nelson Mandela emerged from decades of suppression to become a symbol of change, your story too is one of preparation. What may seem like a period of limitation is, in fact, a time for inner strengthening. Every challenge you face now is a lesson in resilience, preparing you for the responsibilities that your future holds. The time for your rise has arrived, and the universe is aligning itself to ensure that your recognition will be as transformative as it is inevitable. The historical figures who have undergone similar struggles show that true recognition transcends time and place. Like Joan of Arc, whose connection to higher wisdom was feared and suppressed by the authorities of her time, your authenticity will ultimately become the key to your recognition. In time, those who once resisted your light will celebrate the same qualities they once sought to destroy. The cosmic forces at work in your life are not merely concerned with your individual vindication. They are part of an eternal pattern that continues to unfold across the ages. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Your story is part of a much larger narrative that connects to the awakening of consciousness worldwide. The truth that will soon be revealed about you is not only important for you, but for all who are waiting for their own awakening. By standing firm and allowing the truth to emerge, you are not just clearing your name, you are opening pathways for others to follow. The connections you make in this process will ripple out into the world, sparking further revelations and connections that were once hidden beneath the surface. As the final moment draws near, remember that the universe has always been on your side. The forces that have been working behind the scenes to clear your name are doing so because they understand the importance of your awakening. Every moment of doubt, every time you felt watched or misunderstood, has only served to guide you toward this moment. The cosmic timing is perfect, and now the truth that has been carefully hidden will break through. No force, no matter how powerful, can prevent what is destined to unfold. If you feel God's presence, you can tap the join button below to become part of the first chosen ones and receive the most important revelations early. In the end, your vindication will not be a personal victory alone. It will be a moment of collective awakening that shifts the world in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. The forces that sought to prevent your rise will find that their efforts have only accelerated the very changes they feared. Through this process, you will step into the fullness of your purpose, and your light will shine brighter than ever before, not just for you, but for the world.